The recent violence across the country and here in West Michigan has prompted a call for change when it comes to communities, gun control, and especially our kids. We're addressing all of that in our special town hall meeting tonight called Beyond the Violence.
Beyond the Violence. This is a show about all our kids. This meeting focuses on our schools. This discussion is necessary for our streets.
We feel the urgency of a generation of youth facing difficult and uncertain times. We feel the urgency of the mothers who have lost children to gun violence.
And joining us now on set, one of the guests that we'll have in our town hall meeting tonight, Darrell Ross II is the co-executive director of an organization called LINK. Darrell, thanks for coming in tonight.
Thanks for the invite.
We were talking off camera and you were saying that you take a holistic approach to combating violence in the communities, and I thought that's a word I really don't hear a lot when you think about violence and a spike in crime. Talk about that holistic approach.
Yeah, I think our holistic approach really is about providing opportunity. So at Link, we really focus on what we call people, places, and linkages. So we understand that revitalization is beyond the sticks and bricks. So while we do develop communities and we are a pure development company, that's only a piece of what we do. The other side of it is, you know, that this is a community with a lot of social programs, but if all you focus on the social programs and, you know, kids are going back to dilapidated housing, the infrastructure is bad, that's not revitalization either. So at Link, we really try to connect, or for lack of a better words, link a lot of these efforts for maximum impact, while all the time really focusing on providing opportunity, mostly in marginalized communities.
You're connecting the dots all throughout the community, as you said. Housing, empowerment issues, getting to the kids in time, and you do it because you're going out into the neighborhood with these neighborhood engagement teams. Yeah,
I mean that's our key to success, really. So community revitalization is a full contact sport. So it's not about parachuting into communities and telling, you know, you should do this or you should do that. It's really about respecting the indigenous wisdom in the community, hiring from the community, and really working with communities as they realize their dreams. So at Link, we like to say we're county-wide but neighborhood deep. And once again, we go where we have those pillars of economic development, community engagement, housing and development, et cetera. And really, once again, we learned very early as an affordable housing organization that, you know, you can build these beautiful structures and all these LEED certified housing, but if you're not somehow affecting the social fabric of communities, you kind of have, you know, these beautiful islands amongst a sea of despair. And you really can't call that revitalization.
That's a great point. I know you guys have been active before this spike in violence, but have you been able to gauge the impact that violence has had?
Yeah, there's an elevated level of communication, per se, in the community. So as you know, the community is fragmented, and all communities are fragmented. But, you know, some unusual suspects are talking, working together, and it's really been done in a very impactful collective impact model, where you have some systems level work, and you have nonprofits working on the community side. You have the champions of it, such as, you know, Pastor Jamone Glenn, Jerry Bishop, who have been in the trenches for years, Marshawn, just really coming together, and it's really about impact. You know, it's really time to kind of change this culture of violence. And I think the other thing that's becoming real evident is this is a community issue. So what before may have been looked at a Black community issue or a Latino community issue, I think for the first time people are understanding that, you know, it transcends race. It's about the community.
Well put. Darrell Ross II, co-executive director of an organization called LINK. Darrell will be back in studio tonight for our town hall meeting, Beyond the Violence. We'll be talking with community leaders, police, and victims of violence about what can be done to address it, just like this conversation right here. We invite you to join us tonight at 7 right here on WOOD TV8, and we'll stream that online at woodtv.com.